1 week from tonight, we'll be playing football for real. But before that can happen, we have some cross-river games to whet your appetite. Week 0 also brought an intriguing controlled scrimmage at Bob Reed Field, Pleasant Valley, and Geneseo. First-year Geneseo coach Matt Furlong and TV's Rusty Van Wensiga, both MAC alumni. As players get their work in under the lights as they prepare for the season openers next Friday night. Furlong, just the 6th Green Machine coach since 1962. There are 0 returning starters for the Maple Leafs. He says it's all about progress, and he and his staff install a new offense and defense, and he loves what PV brought to the turf in their game.
Tonight was all about that, was getting out, getting on the field, getting some game experience, getting the uniforms on, going through warm-ups, and getting all that figured out for going into week 1, and then really going against a quality opponent. You know, Pleasant Valley is a good program, and that was what we wanted this week. We wanted competition, we wanted that checkpoint, we wanted to see our kids to see what it's going to take and figure out some things we need to get better at, what we did well, and then that way going into next week, we got an idea of where we are, and now we're on to week 1.
Geneseo will open with Chicago Noble. PV plays Bettendorf next week. Now to Rock Island as they celebrate their 125th anniversary. Legendary coach Vic Boblet with the ceremonial coin toss. The Rocks wearing their traditional yellow pants as they host Davenport West for their scrimmage. Rock Island's defense looking good early on as they would get a pass picked off right here. Rocky with plenty of legendary players and coaches coming back this year to help them celebrate their big anniversary.
I greatly appreciate the invite. Brings back a ton of just wonderful memories, and not only the memories that occurred during the time I was coaching, but when you look at the history of this school and seeing that it's the 125th anniversary, there have been so many great players and great teams play on this field that it's just an honor to be here. Boy, I always thought the gold pants, I thought Rocky had the best looking uniform in the state. And so you can count me in the column of being very happy when they moved back to the gold pants.
They do look sharp, Coach. Rock Island will play Manuka, and West will play North next week. Allman getting a chance to play their only varsity contest this year, hosting Riverdale with a lot of support from the Pioneers community. Allman off to a great start, making this game count. The Pioneers had a little toe-tap touchdown here, but the Rams would lead 12-6. Allman would drive again, and this time they dodge the Rams and find their way into the end zone. That'll tie the game up at 12, but Riverdale would eventually get on the move and have a quarterback sneak that would go right through the Allman defense. Rams would stay ahead 18-12, and they win the scrimmage 24-18. Pioneers just happy for the opportunity to hit the field.
Well, there's nothing better than football on Friday nights, and I'm glad our guys got a chance to experience that. I'm really happy that Coach Derricks was able to bring his team out and give us a chance to play a varsity football team, give our kids a chance to remember what that feels like. You know, this is a game situation, but it's also a practice. So, I mean, we're trying to get better. Today was for us to get better. Hopefully we did that. I think we saw a lot of things that we're doing well, and we saw a lot of things we need to work on. So hopefully we can refine that here this upcoming week and get ready for our regular games.
Riverdale opens at Mendota next week. And our final stop of the night is at the Soul Bowl for Davenport North and United Township. UT's Isaiah Navarrete takes the handoff, and he'll weave his way into the end zone for an early touchdown, a 6-0 lead. But Davenport North would counter through the air as Kaz Rabarchek going deep down the field to Izzy Harper. What a great catch for a big gain. They would finish off the drive with a 15-yard touchdown run from Mason Bogan to knot it up at 6. Two teams would finish and a 12-all tie. Man, is it great to have football back. We'll continue our score previews tomorrow at 5:30. We'll check in on Geneseo. 10 o'clock, Davenport North. And this year, the score goes 45 minutes every Friday night. Returns guests, grillers, and all 1 week from tonight. That'll do it for sports. We'll be right back.